Good day and greetings from the Great White North. My name is Prickly Boo and welcome to day 81 of a year of change. I know that normally on Wednesdays we tend to have like a little exotic snacky thing, like fancy fruit or vegetables or something. But I'm going to deviate a little bit from that and tell you a bit of a story. Not one of the embarrassing fat stories, which I still have to get back to, but just something that's happened this week. So gather round, everyone. This actually it's still going to be food related, so don't worry. Well, everything's food related that we do, but you know what I mean. So I've started a new schedule, and so this has sort of thrown a bit of a wrench into my eating schedule. So now I'm done around 11 o'clock at night. That's when I'm officially done my shift, which means I'm usually cleaning up and finishing everything off around quarter after 11, and then that's head home that way. So when I'm tracking things through MyFitnessPal, we're trying to do it midnight to midnight just because it makes it easier. I find, though, that when I finally get home, I've got about 20 minutes to put in like an extra 1,000 calories at the end of the day, and I have found that it's sort of prompting me to say, okay, I need something very quick. And unfortunately, that is leaning towards fast food. So, when I first started this week, at the end of the shift, I was coming home and I'm thinking I want to grab something quick, and I thought maybe I should try like a fast food place just to grab something, and I had more than enough calories for the end of the day. And so I was sort of humming and hawing and wondering if I should go. By the time I made up my mind, I had already passed them all. So, because it takes a long time for me to make up my mind, so I ended up just coming home. And I've just been coming home and sort of adjusting that way. But at one point, I thought, okay, I could probably grab, a burger and fries, because I haven't had one in a very, very long time, and go that way. And then I started thinking, well, if I'm going to stop somewhere and try to get fast food, at least try to make the attempt at getting something that's not, just a greasy burger. So I thought, okay, I could try one of the salads. And we've all heard that sort of thing that everyone always says, oh, well, the salads are just as bad as the burger. So when I decided to forego everything and I came home and I actually prepared something, but I thought, it was one of those things that we just sort of take for granted that, oh, the salads are going to be as bad as a burger. But I haven't really looked at any of the numbers. So I decided to actually do that. Take a look to see how much truth there is in that. And so that's what we're going to go through today. I'm not going to go through with all of them because there are too many chains and everything else. But the numbers were actually pretty surprising. So I've got a bit of a cheat sheet because I'm not going to remember all these numbers. There's no fucking way I'm going to do that. So we'll go through 3 or 4 of the ones that are just around me and probably are around you as well. There are some I didn't go into, but all this information you can find on each company's website. They have all their nutrition information, so you can go and verify all this stuff. So there were a couple things that I wanted to do before I started making comparisons. One was I wasn't going to normally go after what I would get or what you might get or kids' meals and things like that. I was going for, I needed sort of a baseline for everything. So I thought, okay, for each one, I'm going to go for their iconic burger. So for McDonald's, it was a Big Mac. For Burger King, it was a Whopper with cheese, of course, because you can't have a burger without cheese. And then there's Wendy's was just their quarter pound thing. And then I did Arby's as well. Which is just their regular cheddar-y, beefy thing, which is gross. But I thought I would include it because I think these are some of the more common ones. And then for the salads, I wanted to look at something that, not just like a little side salad or anything else. This is something that you would order in place of a burger. And I know that there are, other things, like no one just gets a burger. You probably would get a burger and fries. So the fries are probably going to be about 400 or 500 calories anyway. So I excluded those because I thought, this is just comparing the burger to the salad. So, and as far as the drink, I didn't include that either because if you're going to get a salad, you're probably going to get a drink as well. So, anyway, the salads are going to be like the full-size salad that you would order in place of the burger. So that's what I try to go for a baseline. And I figured that, they would still be high because some of them, you just sort of know fast food isn't good for you anyway. But some of the numbers were really surprising. So we will start off with The first one, I guess, might as well start off with McDonald's. I'm not going to put their logos up or anything because I don't know if I would get sued or shot by a company for doing that, so I'm just not going to do that. But I will put up numbers. So, for starters, we're going to start out with McDonald's. So I thought, okay, the essential McDonald's burger is the Big Mac. There's quarter pounders and double quarter pounders and all the other stuff, but that is really their unique, iconic burger. So I thought, okay, we'll start with that. So, I'm going to have to use my cheat sheet. A Big Mac, just the burger itself, has 530 calories to it. I know I'm looking over there. That's where all my notes are. Leave me alone. So, now, again, with the different salads that are in different places, they've got a ton of different ones. So I just stuck with full-size salads, and I'm not picking one at random, like an average or anything like that. I just grabbed like a range because there are so many different ones that you can get that I figured that's probably the fairest. So I took the lowest one and the highest one and just made a range. So for McDonald's, if you were to do the Big Mac, just the burger, you've got your 530 calories in there. If you were to get a salad from them, it ranges anywhere between 350 and 520 calories. So for me, again, now this is including, like, for all these salads as well, I didn't count any dressing, it just said with dressing. So this is just a range of their salads, including the dressing on there. If you decide to not eat the chicken and not eat the dressing and things like that, obviously these are going to be way lower, but these are the numbers as they're served. So we have the regular burger, and then we have the salad, which at the upper range is just slightly below the calorie count. Again, I'm not going to go into the sodium and the sugars and all the other stuff because those numbers are all over the place anyway with them. This is mainly just the calorie count that I'm looking at. So even at their low end, their salads are like 350 calories. 350? Yes, 350. So I could pretend that the numbers are actually here and just go, is it 350? Why, yes, it is. Anyway, I don't know if that's looking directly at it or if I'm looking at something else, but I'll just go, here we are. Anyway, so in that case, if you prefer salads, then fine, it's going to go there. But for that, like, it's almost the same as a Big Mac. So I thought, okay, that's McDonald's. We know that, like, we've heard that before, and that's really the ones that sort of spawned it. And get the numbers out of the way. So that sort of spawned that, salads are just as bad. So I thought, I'm going to look at other ones. So Burger King. For Burger King, I, again, took a regular burger, the Whopper with cheese, because you can't have one without cheese, which is actually bigger or larger, more calories than a Big Mac. So the Whopper is 730 calories for just the burger, which is a lot, but I think they have more gooey sauce stuff on it. So I thought, okay, I'll do the same thing with this one. I will take a look at their salads, which are actually still worse than McDonald's. They go anywhere from 440 calories to 680. So a salad at Burger King, the biggest calorie-heavy salad that they have, is actually more than a Big Mac. So, which you can't get at Burger King anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now, to put this into perspective, their sausage and pancake breakfast thing has 660 calories. So, there's, like, one of their salads should not have more calories than a sausage and pancake breakfast, with all the trimmings and everything else on there. So, again, here's another one where you're looking at it going, this one is a bit different because there's a pretty big range there. There's like a 300 calorie difference between the smallest salad and a Whopper. But, again, it shouldn't be 450 calories, or 440, sorry. 440 calories for a salad. And, a lot of these have, like, chicken and cashews and stuff like that in them, so I think that's what's adding to it. And then a lot of them have, they all say crispy chicken, which just means fried chicken. It's not, like, grilled or anything else. You can get grilled stuff in there. I think that's probably what the lower end ones are. Some of them have grilled chicken, some of them, and the higher ones are obviously the fried ones. But if you're doing that, then what's the point of having the salad aspect of it? Anyway, so that is Burger King. So I figured good enough, 2 out of 2. I thought I'm going to look at Wendy's. Wendy's is the one that I was worried about because Wendy's is by far my favorite. I don't know if it's the bread because it's like a yellowy kind of bread. I don't know if it's just because everything tastes better there. But I haven't been to any fast food place in probably a year or more. But if it was ever my choice, I would always go there. So I thought this is going to be bad. If the numbers are skewed on this one, it's going to be painful. So for that, I just took the regular quarter pound burger. That seems to be like their staple. They don't really have like an iconic burger, I don't think, aside from that. So I just took that as the regular one, as the baseline. So for that one, it's actually more than a Big Mac. It's 580 calories for that one. Which makes sense because it's probably the same as a quarter pounder at McDonald's. I don't actually know what that is, but because I didn't do the numbers. But so that was my baseline, 580 calories, again, just for the burger. You could try to do like the Baconators and all that stuff, but for something like that, that's again not really a good baseline if I'm going to sort of keep things matched as closely as I can. This isn't very scientific, I'll give you that, but you need to have at least, a control group, and this is it. So took that regular one, 580 calories for the burger. There's salads, and they've got a whole, again, just like everyone else, they've got a whole range of different salads. Those go from 380 to 780 calories. So 200 calories either way. And again, 380 so far is, not the lowest, I guess. McDonald's was the lowest at 350. But 380 for a salad, I assume, because I don't remember which one I actually added in there, that, there's chicken or something in there with it, or bacon bits or something, is still really high for a salad. When I think of a salad, aside from something like a Caesar salad, and some of these are like chicken Caesar salads and stuff like that. Caesar salad would have quite a bit of fat just from the dressing and everything, and it's going to coat everything. But generally, when I think of a salad, like you think it's a bowl full of vegetables, like lettuce and tomato and things like that. So with these, I understand it is going to be a little bit different, and in some regards, it probably is healthier because you're not getting like all the grease. Unless it's fried chicken, you're not getting the grease, you're not getting like the bread, so there's carbohydrates there. You are still getting chicken and stuff like that. So like these may be healthier, but again, we're just talking calories. So for Wendy's, there's 200 calories either way for those. And once again, they have a salad that actually is more than the burger. So for all of you out there that for whatever reason, I don't know why, decide that Arby's is your place of choice, I thought I would do that one as well. I didn't do anything like Jack in the Box or In-N-Out Burger or White Castle because, one, we don't have those here, which kind of sucks, because now I have to go across the border to go to any of these places. I was going to do Kentucky Fried Chicken as well, but it's really hard to try to figure out, I don't want to say, well, they have salads and compared to a bucket of chicken. You can actually go up to Kentucky Fried Chicken website, KFC, because they don't want to have the word fried in it, even though it's deep fried chicken. You can go up to their website and you can pick out, pieces of chicken and stuff like that. In general, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. They're about 300 calories a piece for each piece of chicken, which isn't bad. So you take that and add like 2 or 3 pieces of chicken, whatever you want. You can sort of figure stuff out there, and they have their salads there as well. I started doing that. But because some people are going to say, no, I don't like dark meat, or I don't like white meat, or, whatever your racist proclivities are when it comes to chicken. But there's really no way to sort of do an iconic thing. I was going to go, okay, a breast and a leg and a thigh. And then I figured someone would say I was sexist for doing that because you can't get chicken pecs. So I thought, all right, I'm just going to leave it at that and say, good enough, 3 pieces of chicken or whatever. They are about 250, 300 calories a piece. And you can sort of go from there and fiddle around with their salads and stuff like that. Because really, who goes to Kentucky Fried Chicken for salad? Sorry, KFC for salad. It stands for Kentucky Fried Chicken. Anyway, we're moving on from there. So I should have saved that for the very end, sort of as a wrap-up. Because now, it's Arby's. Who cares? So for those of you out there that like Arby's, I've tried it a couple of times. And I've never really gotten it. It's not bad. It's not Harvey's. I've tried Harvey's twice. Once when I was a kid, hated it, didn't try it for another 15 or 20 years. Tried it again about 2 years ago, and literally took one bite and spit it back into my napkin and gave my meal to my friend. And the meal was paid for because it just tastes like a wet sponge. It's really weird. Didn't like it at all. There you go. If you ever want to, and they're probably going to sue me for this one. This is my opinion. If you ever want to get away from fast food, go to Harvey's. That will fucking cure you. Anyway, moving on. For Arby's. I figured Arby's are pretty popular. They're everywhere, I hope. I don't know how many stores are down in the States. In Canada, we have one here, and we have, I'm sure, others in Canada. I don't mean we have just one. Canada's a very big country. We don't just have ones like, yes, I live right in the same town as the Arby's in Canada. What a coincidence. Anyway, so I figured with those, we're just going to take their standard beef and cheddar sandwich thing. Because that's really sort of their iconic one. I was going to do just a regular one. I thought, no, there's that jingle from years and years and years ago. And people are like, you're going to probably get cheese on it, or what they call cheese. I don't think it's real cheese. I think it's like that gooey nacho shit. Anyway, I don't know because I don't eat there. So I thought I would just take one of those. That would be my baseline for that one. So for that one, it's actually the lowest of all of them. It's 450 calories for it. Which doesn't really surprise me now that I think about it, because it's not fried or anything. It's roast beef instead of fried beef. So there is a little bit of a difference. And even with the cheese on it, so I think the regular one without it is probably actually a lot less. Anyway, for this one, 450 calories for the burger. And so I thought, okay, they probably have salad. So I went through, looked at their salad list and stuff like that. And they didn't disappoint. They have salads as well, because just like everyone else, they go, no, we're fast food, but we're healthy. So their range is, again, lowest of all of them, anywhere between 230 and 420 calories for a salad. And again, these aren't side salads. These are salads you would order in place of that. So as much as I don't hate Arby's, it's not a place I would go. It's the sort of thing if someone said, hey, I bought you this, you'd say, oh, thank you. And you would still have it because it's polite and you would eat it. And I probably would enjoy it, but it wouldn't be my first choice. But of all these places that I checked out, well, these 4 places that I checked out, 5, including KFC, that one has the lowest of all of them. Which, when you look at it, you think, okay, well, it's roast beef, so it's a little bit different. It's not, fried in a greasy thing. And so you can sort of understand that. But the salads themselves are the lowest as well. So the low end is 230 calories from Arby's. 420 does sort of go over Wendy's and McDonald's. It's still under, like, the lowest one at Burger King is still, calorie-wise for salads, is still higher than the highest one at Arby's. So if you're going to say, okay, I'm going to get a salad at a fast food place, then go get it at Arby's, because it's going to be the lowest calorie one that you can find. And again, that's including like all the dressing and stuff. So in general, though, I think that no matter where you decide to go, if you're looking at saying, okay, I can either get the burger or I can get a salad. Because we tend to look at a salad as healthier, and I mean, you're going to probably get more nutrients out of it. And, but again, I didn't look at the sodium levels or carbohydrates or cholesterol or fat or anything like that. So I don't know, what those numbers are. You can certainly go up and take a look at these. Just you type in whatever the name is and then nutrition. And every single one of these restaurants has a nutritional information thing on there. So whatever your restaurant of choice is, go up, take a look. And especially if it's one that I haven't done here, go up and take a look at the different salads and the regular food and stuff like that. So, I mean, I know this is sort of a weird one to be having because we have been avoiding fast food. Probably some of us, maybe. I don't know. But it's just, we know that it's a tremendous amount of calories all at once and it's not good for us. And maybe you have it on your cheat day or something like that. Which should be few and far between. But if you're going to go, for me anyway, because there has to be that balance between saying, okay, I've been eating properly for, at this point, 81 days, and all my friends are going out to McDonald's or Burger King or wherever you go. And you don't want to say, okay, well, I'll still get a salad. These are the moments that you can say, okay, you know what? Whether I get the biggest salad or the smallest salad, there's a difference of 200 or 300 calories. If it's going to put me over, then, I'll deal with it. You're celebrating, you're going out, it's a special occasion. Not obviously going to do this every single day. Like, I couldn't justify it by saying, well, I'm done work late at night, I have to have it every single day, and that's what's putting me over. That would be, a bullshit excuse, and I would hope that you would call me on it. But if you're going out with all your friends, and you're like, I'm really close, I'm probably going to go over, then you know what? For me, anyway, I would say, fuck it. Have the burger. Enjoy yourself. Get your burger. I mean, you're going to get fries with it anyway, but better to do that instead of going, I'm still stuck with this shitty, it might be good, but let's face it, compared to watching everyone else have, a Wendy's burger and fries and all the other good stuff, and then you're sitting there eating a salad and you're like, this is shitty. Just enjoy yourself. Have the burger. Those 200 or 300 calories, it's about the same as, a huge handful of grapes. Think of it that way. So when you look at it that way and think, okay, it's going to put me over anyway, but as long as it's not, a regular occurrence, you're probably going to be okay. So my opinion anyway, if you're going to be going to a fast food place, although it's something that should be a rare occurrence, don't bother with a salad. Because you're fooling yourself into thinking, oh, well, this is much healthier, but you're going to put on dressing, you're going to have like fried chicken on it, so you might as well just have fried chicken somewhere. So, I mean, you're getting more vegetables and stuff like that, but as we've been eating throughout the week, you're getting all that stuff. So if you are having like one of those special occasions, this is not free reign to say, it's fine, it's part of the program diet thing. I'm allowed to go and have fast food whenever I want. Obviously, use your head. Same thing that if I'm going out with friends and, we're going to go have a few drinks, I know I'm going to go over because alcohol is like insanely high in calories. I'm not going to stop and go, well, I can't have any more fun tonight because otherwise I'll go over. Like, no, you can go over. It's fine. Those are the moments when we say, yeah, we have to go over. Not have to, but you know what I mean. But just don't use it as an excuse. Like I say, I can't just say, well, I've only got half an hour to get home, so I better grab something shitty. If I have the calories, then I may do that. I still haven't gone because the fast food thing is something that I haven't gone to in a very long time. And I miss it every now and then. But in general, I think it's more of a, I have stuff at home. I don't want to spend $20 on a meal when I can just go home, spend half an hour making it, and, I'll be okay. I know eventually at some point I'm going to do it on a day that I have lots of calories. And I'm, just like tired and lazy and don't want to do anything. I know it's eventually going to happen, but I'll do it on a day where it won't put me over. And then we'll see how I react to it because it's one of those things that, it's going to be a rare thing. And I'm hoping anyway that, it's not going to treat me the same way as eating all the fried food did a few weekends ago. When I go, right, fast food, I'm calling in sick to work now because I can't leave my bathroom. Anyway, so this was just sort of a quick comparison with those four. And the only reason why I picked those four is because they are the ones that are closest to my work. And it's, unfortunately, it looks as if, tentatively anyway, that the myth is true. Basically, that the salads are just as bad as a burger. And again, like I say, you're going to order fries with it and a drink and everything else. You're going to order a drink with a salad, and you may not order fries with it. But, so ordering the meal itself is probably going to be, a lot more calories. Just mainly because of the fries. But when it comes to the burger versus the salad, just go for the burger. That's why you're there. That's like, it's like someone getting a chicken burger at McDonald's. If you want chicken, go to KFC. I keep going to call it Kentucky Fried Chicken. Hey, Kentucky! So, if you want chicken, go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. If you want a burger, go to a burger place. If you want I didn't do Subway. Oh well, I should have done Subway. I really should have. It's too late now. You can go up and look at Subway though as well. I think their salads are basically just veggies thrown into a bowl. So I suspect that those are probably a little bit better. Again, it's going to be the dressing that's going to kill you. So just be very careful when you're doing that. But again, if you're going to go to Subway, like if you want a sandwich, go to Subway. Stuff like that. If you want roast beef, go to Arby's for whatever reason. If you want, shit, go to Harvey's. I think theirs is the burger, the beautiful, if it was a fucking hamburger, it might be a beautiful thing, but it's not. It's a mouthful of wet, spongy meat. Anyway, I know I probably shouldn't be, there's some of you out there that are like, no, Harvey's is awesome. Your taste buds are fucked. I don't know what's wrong with you. Go somewhere else that is much, much better. Anyway, I'm sort of going to go off on a rant and get myself into a lot of legal trouble if I am not careful for shitty restaurants that serve horrible food. But in general, I would say just if you're going to end up doing the fast food thing, grab the burger. Yeah, you might get close or even get tipped over your points for the day. But in a situation like that, you're out with friends or you're celebrating something, it's okay. You have my permission to go over your points on that day. And in comparison to trying to go after a salad, which in some cases might end up actually being more, if you look at it and go, that's the only salad that I really like, well, that's the one that's 780, was it 780? Yeah, 780 calories was the highest one. So when you're like, oh, this is much healthier, and someone's eating, a burger that is 500 calories, no. Anyway, I'm just going to start repeating my information. So, for now, thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please poke the like button for me. And in the meantime, keep yourself warm and fuzzy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.